Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 17 franchise mode with your Columbus Blue Jackets. Yes, we are starting our 5th season at the helm of the Columbus Blue Jackets. We have improved every single year we have been at the helm of the Blue Jackets, but this year must be the year we take it all. We need to win the Stanley Cup. So let's hold a team meeting first, and then we will take a look at your 2020 Columbus Blue Jackets. So a demanding response. Everybody loves it. Of course they do. We, of course, made a big splash free agent signing in the off-season last episode, picking up Brayden Schenn for $8 million a year. It was expensive, but necessary. So our first line of the 2020 Columbus Blue Jackets: Brandon Saad, Nathan MacKinnon, Brayden Schenn. Second line: Jake Virtanen, Mitch Marner, who we traded for in the off-season, and Nick Foligno. Third line: Nick Ritchie, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Oliver Bjorkstrand. And fourth line, Nick Curdles, Lyndon Vay, and Sonny Milano. Curdles we signed as a free agent. He's gone up to 83 already. Defensively, we have Ryan Murray, Seth Jones, Zach Werenski, David Savard, Dylan Hetherington, Jacob Trouba. And, of course, goaltending, we have Jonas Korpisalo. He's likely not to grow that much further. That's not really a problem with us. He's a 90 overall. He'll get the job done, hopefully. So, I think before we start the stuff, I just need to quickly upgrade and maintain some of this stuff. Because otherwise, fans will get really upset with me. And we don't want that to happen, do we? So this is an owner goal requirement. We'll upgrade that. That's an owner goal requirement, but we can't upgrade that till the off-season. We'll just repair all this stuff. Because, you know, it's important to have a nice place for people to watch games, even though we're starting to repair them at the start of the season. It's only because we've just recently got our budget. Well, there you go. So we've done all that stuff. Let's actually get into some hockey games. You know how the start of every season goes. So we'll start against the Arizona Coyotes. It is an away game for us. So here we go, boys. Let's do this, Columbus. MacKinnon against Merkley for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, no score. 13 shots to 8 in favour of the Arizona Coyotes. Second period. Okay, it's a 1-0 lead. Curdles scores the first goal for the Columbus Blue Jackets this season, the 2020-2021 season, I believe. 16:37 into the second period. Our fourth line left winger gets the goal. And third period, boom, 2-0 game. Foligno scores on Kari Ramo. And Zach Werenski's been injured on opening night. Great. Oh, our concessions didn't upgrade. Good, he's very happy that we did that. Okay. So, Werenski has been injured in the first game of the season, and he won't be back till the end of the month. That sucks, definitely, but what's actually quite useful is the fact that I picked up another defenseman. I said at the end of last episode I wanted to pick up some depth guys. I'm actually quite glad I did now. So, we have game 2 of the season against the San Jose Sharks. We started off the season perfectly. Let's keep this going. Here we go. Game 2 of the season against the San Jose Sharks. Another away game for us. So our fourth line got the job done last episode, or last game. Donskoy against Mitch Marner for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 2-1 game. Matt Reed and Logan Couture score on Merzlikins, but Brayden Schenn gets his first goal as a member of the Columbus Blue Jackets in his second game. Good job. I need that scoring from you, Schenn. 9 shots to 7 in favour of the San Jose Sharks. Second period. Okay, it's a 3-2 game. Jake Virtanen scores his first of the season, but Marco Mueller scores on Merzlikins. 18 shots to 17 in favour of the Blue Jackets. Come on, Blue Jackets. Come back in this game. Third period. It's a 4-2 win for the San Jose Sharks. 31 shots to 29. Logan Couture scores his second of the game, and the Columbus Blue Jackets lose in their second game of the season. Not very helpful for us, but you know, we have to lose games every once in a while. As long as we lose 1 game, win 3 games. Are we happy with that? That'll be fine. Now we have another away game against the Nashville Predators. Here we go. Game number 3 of the season. Let's do this, boys. Colin Wilson against Mitch Marner for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, no score. 11 shots apiece in Nashville after the first period. Second period. Okay, there we go. Ryan Murray gets a goal on Anton Hudobin. 22 shots to 19 in favour of the Blue Jackets. Hold this lead, Columbus. Third period. We go to overtime. Wow. Ellison Smith scored on Merzlikins. I don't know why Merzlikins is still playing as the starter. But Nick Ritchie gets his first of the season under 90 seconds left. 78 seconds left in the period. They tie the game to take it to overtime. Well played, Columbus. And overtime. Nothing happening. Come on, Columbus. Squeak this one out. Shootout. Oh! Braden Shen gets a shootout goal, but Johansson and Fiala get goals. Oh, that's disappointing, but we get a point. That's better than nothing. Oh, that's really disappointing, though. So we're going 1-1-1 in our first 3 games. Why isn't Korpisalo playing starting goaltender? There we go. Korpisalo's back in goal for us. So, against the LA Kings, our first home game of the season. Let's get this going, boys. Come on, Columbus. Take your first home win. They against Bleed for the opening face-off. First period. There you go. Sonny Milano scores on Jonathan Quick. 19 shots to 4 in favour of the Blue Jackets. Wow, Jonathan Quick must have stood tall. He was a bloody stalwart there in Columbus. Bloody hell. Second period. Ah, they've tied the game. Trouba scores, but Toffoli and Lippin. We were thinking about going for Lippin. We should have signed him because he scored against us for the game-tying goal. 26 shots to 18 in favour of the Blue Jackets. Come on, Columbus. Squeak out a win here. Third period. No! Anze Kopitar scores on Korpisalo. Guys, we can't keep letting them tie the game in the second period and letting them win. It doesn't work like that. Oh, poo. So we're off to a bit of a shaky start so far this year. Okay, this draft is meant to be good for rookies. Ah, this is a bit disappointing so far. But we have our second home game of the season against the New York Rangers. Also, Zach Werenski close to coming back. Here we go, against the New York Rangers. We need a win here, lads. We need something. Oscar Lindberg against Nathan McKinnon for the opening face-off. First period. For God's sake, boys! Derek Stepan scores 2 goals in about 30 seconds. Oh no, 15 shots to 7 in favour of the Rangers. Second period. Okay, it's a 3-1 game. Seth Jones scores his first goal of the season and McDonough adds 1. 32 shots to 12 in favour of the Rangers. Get it out of the way, guys. And third period. There you go. 4-3 game. Oh, we were so close to tying the game. Mika Zabinajad scores a goal. McKinnon gets his first of the season. Seth Jones gets another. But it's a 4-3 win for the New York Rangers. We are losing these 1-goal differentials, guys, and I'm not liking this. Right, I'm going to make one change to the lineup, I think. We're going to swap Dubois onto that second line. Oh, scouting assignment. I probably should have done something with that. The only change I'm going to make so far is put Dubois on the second line instead of Mitch Marner. It's the only change I'm making. Other than that, I think we're okay. Well, we're not. We're 1-3-1 to start the season, but you know what I mean. 1-goal games that we're losing. Right, we have a game of the Boston Bruins. We're going back to Boston. We need a bit of revenge here, lads. Come on, let's win this game. They're going 3-1-1. We're going 1-3-1. David Backus against Nathan McKinnon for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, so 1-0 lead. Braden Shen scores on Tuukka Rask. And that one-shot difference, 11-10, is the deciding goal. Second period. Okay, no score. 23 shots to 20 in favour of the Blue Jackets. I'm going to go times 8 simulation because I really want us to win this. I don't want to simulate it just for us to lose again. Come on, Columbus. Get that insurance marker, Blue Jackets. Power play. Power play. Nothing happening. Okay. Come on, hold this lead, Columbus. Shut them out. Go on, Korpisalo. Yes! David Savard scores on Tuukka Rask. And we get that insurance marker. Beautiful job. Are we going to shut them out? We're going to shut them out. We shut them out, and it's a 2-0 win for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Vengeance for last year. Perfect. Nice job, gentlemen. Nice job. So now we have a home game against the Ottawa Senators. This will be game number 7 of the season. Let's go 3-3-1 in our first 7 games. Here we go. They're going 1-3-0, so we've got to take advantage of this, boys. Here we go. Dubois against Pajot for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, so 3-3. Merzlikins, you fucked this up every single time I put you in net. A 3-0 lead for the Ottawa Senators. 15 shots to 10 in favour of Ottawa. Second period. I don't want to watch any more of this. Radulov scores a hat-trick, and then Dale Weiss gets another one. Okay, 6-0 loss. Great job, Columbus. Great job. That's just the simulation being a bit of a dick, really, isn't it? So the best we'll be able to do is go 5-4-1. Right, we're going to go best line, see if that makes any sort of difference to the team. It might be the case the defence is slacking a little bit. We have another game against the San Jose Sharks. They're going 3-2-1. Can we please get a win on them? Logan Couture against Nathan McKinnon for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, no score. 8 shots to 5 in favour of the hometown Blue Jackets. Second period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Christiani scores on Corpusalo, but Richie scores on Jones. 24 shots to 15. And we literally start the third period and Matt Reed scores on Corpusalo. 15 seconds in. But Foligno manages to tie the game. Well done, boy. I'm going times 8 simulation for this one, because why not? I was going to say we were going times 8 simulation, but then Reed decided to score really early. Come on, Columbus. We need to win here. Don't let them take a late goal. I will not be very happy. Come on, we're getting all the shots on goal. Come on, Columbus. Right, so we go to overtime here. Reed and Foligno score. Overtime! Nothing happening. Overtime really doesn't do anything in the simulation. Come on, Columbus. Shootout! Yes! Richie scores in the shootout. He's starting to pick up the pace. He's starting to get back into his game. He had an off year last year, but he's starting to get back into it. So we're going 3-4-1 in our first 10 games of the season. That's not amazing, but we're keeping pace with some of these other teams, which is the most important thing. The Philadelphia Flyers going 6-0-1 to start the year. Jesus. Now we play against the 5-3-0 New Jersey Devils. We need to win this one, guys. Come on, lads. Let's do this. We got Merzlikins in goal again, for goodness sake. McKinnon against Paul Stastny for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-0 lead. Jacob Josephson scores on Merzlikins. 15 shots to 8 in favour of the Blue Jackets. Almost doubling them up on shots, though. Second period. Okay, it's a 3-2 game. There you go. Dubois gets his first of the season. Richie and Shen score another goal each. Taylor Hall gets one on Merzlikins. 27 shots to 23 in favour of the Blue Jackets. And third period. Oh, no! Taylor Hall and Jacob fucking Josephson. What are you doing, boys? Why do we keep losing games? Oh, my God. Another game where we were one goal up going into the third period and we fuck it up again. We are not having good luck with these 1-goal games. Oh, Jesus. Right, our 10th game of the season, we can hope to go 4-5-1. That is not a bad start to the... Well, it's not a good start to the year is what I mean. We've got a game at MSG against the New York Rangers. Come on, Columbus. Zabinajad against McKinnon for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 2-1 game. Braden Shen opens the scoring just over 30 seconds in. Stahl and Kovacs get goals on Merzlikins. Why is Merzlikins playing the starting fucking goaltending position? I don't get this. We've got a 90 rated goalie that should be playing starter. Why is Merzlikins in again? Jesus Christ. 20 shots to 8 after the first period. No wonder they're 2-1 up. Jesus. Second period. Right, it's a 3-3 game. Thank goodness. McKinnon and Foligno score, but Brady Shea scores on Merzlikins. 26 shots to 25. Going to go times 8 simulation here. Managed to pretty much tie everything up there. Come on, Columbus. Get another goal. Break this tie, Columbus. You can do it. Yes! Nick Ritchie. He is going on a scoring streak at the moment, which is exactly why I picked him up for Boone Jenner. Brilliant. Oh, then Poulin. Who the hell is Poulin? He scores a goal on Merzlikins. And is it going to go to overtime? Or is somebody going to score late? Oh, for No! Oh, for God's sake, game! Really? Oh, wow! We allow another late goal. Columbus, you are taking the piss here. 3-6-1 to start the year? I've got a fucking brilliant team there. What's going wrong? Oh, wow. Oh, set that scouting assignment. Bloody hells. 3-6-1 to start the year. Are you taking the fucking piss here, game? So many 1-goal games there we should have won and we didn't because the game fucked us over. Wow. Right, oh wait, I pressed the wrong button. So, Dubois, you're playing on that line. That is just so ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe that. Wow, what a load of poo. That should not be the case. Let's take a look at our stats. So we're going 3-6-1. We need to have a better next 10 games. Braden Shen with 7 points in 10 games. He has scored 4 goals. Nick Ritchie also has 7 points. So good. He's starting to pick up his pace. McKinnon has 7 points. Wow. Braden Shen has 12 penalty minutes in 10 games. And Foligno has 14. Wow, guys. Calm down. No wonder we're losing so many fucking games. Jesus. Right, we're going to simulate the next 10 games of the season. For the love of God, Columbus, you need to play well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it should be up to the away game against Detroit. So we have a home game against Tampa Bay. McKinnon has been injured. Great. And we win 3-1. Perfect. An away game. Oh, and Mark Pizzic. No, I'm all right, thanks. An away game against Washington. We win 4-2. Good. A 2-game win streak. That's what I like to see. An away game against the Boston Bruins. How do we do here? How do we do? 3-1 loss. Okay, so we're 5-7-1. Nathan McKinnon's back. Perfect. Another home game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're going 6-6-2. We get an overtime loss. We get a point. An away game against Florida. Come on, guys. Away game against Florida. An away game against Florida. Good, a 3-1 win. A home game against Chicago. Oh, Ryan Murray's been injured. Brilliant. That's not very good at all. A shootout win against the Blackhawks. Perfect. A home game against the Sabres. Come on. Overtime win. Perfect. An overtime win is still a win. A home game against the Minnesota Wild. Ryan Murray's back. Perfect. Against the Minnesota Wild. We win 5-2. Oh, brilliant. Better next 10 games. Home game against Detroit. Come on, boys. Oh, Oliver Bjorkstrand's been injured. Not very helpful. Against Detroit, a 2-1 loss. Okay. And Mitch Marner's returned to Toronto. Can we squeak out a win there? Yes, we can. A 5-3 win. So, after a really poor start to the season, we are going 10-8-2. We are only 1 point behind the wildcard spot. Not too bad. You've definitely picked up the pace here, Columbus. We had a shaky start there. Bjorkstrand will be back in 2 days, and I think it said Trouba's back in 6 weeks. Victor Arvidsson getting some playing time as well. Perfect. So, yeah, 6 weeks for Jacob Trouba. As long as we get all of our injuries out of the way at the start of the season, I won't mind. As long as frickin' Korpisalo doesn't get injured near the playoffs again. So 16 points in 20 games for Braden Shen. Moving him to this team was a brilliant idea. Vertanen 14 points. McKinnon 13 and 18. Marner's on 13 points so far this year. Ritchie on 13 points. He's kind of slowed down his pace. We've almost got several double-digit scorers, I should say. Foligno with 13 points. Brandon Saad has not scored a goal this season so far. Wow. Lyndon Vay with 6 points on the year. Ugh. Brandon Saad, you haven't scored so far this year. What's going on? So I think we should go up to halfway through the season, see how our team, or where our team is at. So we need to simulate the next 21 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we're going up to an away game against the Philadelphia Flyers. We start with an away game against Detroit. Can we squeak out a win here? They beat us just last week. And we win 1-0. Good, a shutout. Perfect job, lads. A home game against the Carolina Hurricanes. We lose 4-1. Perfect. A home game against Vancouver. Home game against Vancouver. Oh, scouting assignment. We'll scout some players. Let's scout goaltenders in Russia for 3 weeks. There's 8 goalies there. Home game against Vancouver. We lose 4-1. Okay, not very helpful. 2 straight 4-1 losses. A home game against Montreal. Brandon Saad has been injured. Well, he hasn't scored much this year. Home game against Montreal, a shootout win. Good. A 2-1 win. An away game against Buffalo. Brandon Saad is back. Perfect. An away game against Buffalo. An overtime loss. Okay, we still get a point, though. Home game against Nashville. The Nashville Predators. Seth Jones has been injured. Oh, fuck's sake. Against Nashville, a 4-2 loss. Seth Jones is back. Okay. An away game against Colorado, a 5-1 win. Another trip to Toronto for Mitch Marner. And it's a 4-1 win. Perfect. 2 straight wins now. Home game against Anaheim. Home game against Anaheim. A 3-0 loss. Okay, we get shut out in that game. Home game against Winnipeg. Come on, let's get this win against Winnipeg. Come on, 3-1 win. Away against Tampa. A 2-1 loss. Okay, we're playing 500 hockey so far this year. An away game against the St. Louis Blues. E-Rat's been injured, not a problem. The Winnipeg Jets want Wilcox for their 3rd round pick of this year's draft. He is 20 at 67. Or 67, 20 years old, sure. You're alright. I'll give you that trade. Okay, against the St. Louis Blues, an away game against St. Louis. Come on, we need a win here, lads. Good, a 2-1 win. Good. Another game exactly a week after against the Winnipeg Jets. Let's squeak out another win here, lads. We need to start going slightly above 500. The Cleveland Monsters are playing really well, though. Away against Winnipeg, a shootout win. Perfect. Brilliant. Nice job, lads. So let's now scout forwards in the SHL for a month. A home game against the Colorado Avalanche. We lose 5-2. Shit. A home game against the Islanders. We lose 5-2. An away game against Pittsburgh. We win 1-0. Okay, so we got 1 out of the 2 divisional games there. Better than nothing, but still pretty awful. An away game against the Dallas Stars. Come on, Columbus. Come on, win this game, Columbus. A shootout loss. We get a point. Away game against the Calgary Flames. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Wow, Calgary's played awfully this year. Come on, squeak out a win. Zach Werenski's been injured again. Away game against Calgary. Overtime win. Good. A win is still a win. Jacob Trouba's back. Perfect. Away game against the LA Kings. A 2-1 win. Beautiful. A home game against the Carolina Hurricanes. The penultimate game before we stop the simulation. A 4-1 loss, for God's sake. And then a home game against Detroit. We need a win here. Come on, Columbus. Get a win here, lads. And we lose 3-2. So we're going 20-17-4 halfway through the season. We are 4 points out of a playoff spot. This is not very good at all. I don't really approve of this. Brandon Saad is injured for 1 day. This is really disappointing, actually. So we'll go best lines for now. I want Dubois to play that. Wow, Lyndon Vay's got up to an 83. Nice. Maybe we should have Mitch Marner play on the... Nah, he'll play on the third line. You're a second line forward. Wow, 12 goals on the year for you. Brandon Saad finally scored a goal this year. Thanks, mate. McKinnon's playing right. Braden Shen, he's got 8 goals on the year. He's completely capped off now. Shit. And Korpisalo's a 91 overall. Okay, so Korpisalo's playing at a 91. That's not too bad at all. We need to take a look at the team stats, because our guys just aren't scoring goals. That's the problem. We need to take a look at the stats here. We're halfway through the season. Like, the playoffs are starting to squeak away. 24 points is our best total. We've got 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 20, 18, 18. Like, that's... No. We've played... Our players are averaging a point every 2 games. That's not good enough. Right, so we need to sort something out here. Richie, you're going up in the line combinations. Verton, you are going down. This is not good enough here, Columbus. This is an awful effort. Like, we're meant to be a champion here. So, Nick Ritchie, you're playing there, and you're playing there. We'll try Foligno on the first line, actually. And Marner, you can stay there. Curdles has gone up to an 84 overall. See, that's what I call fucking depth. Right, there you go. So, we'll make those changes to the lineup. We can always change them back to best lines if we need to. So, we will end this episode with the Columbus Blue Jackets going 20-17-4 for 44 points, with 4 points back from a wildcard spot. We're going to need to have a strong second half of the season if we want to make the playoffs. But yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye!